Cosplay, for those who don't know, is dressing up as your favorite character or a character from a show that you really like. And the difference between just wearing a costume and cosplaying to me is the accuracy and the time you put into it.
Cosplay to me is just having an escape from the real world and just pretending to be a character for however long I am in cosplay for. My initial struggle was getting the costume and to look like the character I wanted to cosplay, because at the time when I was starting cosplay I didn't have a lot of money to work with, so I can buy so many pieces to cosplays to make a character accurate. I just had to go on a budget and make closet cosplays, which is taking normal clothes and turning and just adding the character with it.
Prior to COVID was trying to get my cosplay as close to the character as I can. A lot of characters are animated, so it's really hard to make that into reality. The biggest struggle is just trying to let go of some of the accuracy, because with a mask you have to be able to work around it, and it's comfort over the accuracy at this point.
My only struggle is just finding a mask that will match the character. Other than that, I don't really have too many issues because I just use the same technique that I used to use.
Honestly, when I first heard about the pandemic, I was really upset because I thought we were overreacting, and I was really upset to lose a lot of the things I love, including going to conventions and cosplaying.
I didn't know what to think of it at first, just because at the time I didn't go to as many conventions, and I mostly just cosplayed at home, and I didn't go out too much, so it didn't affect me. It's helped me improve it, so that way I have more time to practice my makeup skills, how to make props better, and I don't feel constrained by a time limit.
For me, it's gotten worse because I had to stop doing it for a really long time, so now that I'm getting back into it, my skills are really rusty. I'm going to a convention now. Always make sure to have my mask, hand sanitizer, and my vaccine card.
I make sure I have all the masks that I'll need, hand sanitizer, wipes, and make sure I have my vaccine card.
Personally, for me, I would prefer somebody to be vaccinated if we were gonna do cosplay together and just follow the mask mandate.
My comfort is the masks. Just because it takes me less effort to do my makeup because I'm not very good at it, so less work on my part, and it's not too hard to find a mask that will match my cosplays.
I don't think the disease itself is getting any better, but we are moving forward and letting up on the masks and all that.
In my opinion, I think it's a little bit of both. We're getting better on learning how to adjust to COVID, but getting worse with not enough people taking it seriously when it needs to be taken seriously.
Moving forward, I think they're going to still keep the masks for a little while just because it's a large group, but I hope eventually they stop doing that.
As it stands right now, as the pandemic is still pretty active all over the place, I see it staying the same as it is right now, maybe lighten up on a few of the rules, but not too much of a difference.
I think that it'll revert back to how it was with no mask and not requiring vaccines or negative tests, just because eventually it will get better.
I think for the most part it will go back to how it used to be before the pandemic, but I think that some conventions may still require vaccine card at the bare minimum, or maybe a negative test.